Week 1, done and dusted. We picked up our first win. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But this week, we're up against a pretty terrifying threat. Let's see how it goes. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to our Week 2 battle in FIPA. Happy Christmas to you guys. If you're watching this over the Christmas festive period, hopefully you're having a great holiday season. If you're watching this sometime in the future, look, hopefully 2021 Christmas wasn't too bad, alright? You know, and future Christmases aren't that bad either. But we're here anyways for our Week 2 battle. Hopefully we can pick up another win and keep on steamrolling and pick up 6 wins this season for our Draft League World Cup qualification. Now, before I dive into this, I have to get something off my chest because, PSA, but public service announcement. But this is something that drives me nuts with draft leagues. And when I see someone taking the piss doing what they've done, I'm like, I have to call this out. I have to say it because otherwise it's just not going to get addressed. And people who do this kind of nonsense should be named and shamed. And I figured if I do this before I battle, it's not going to be like where I'm salty. This is just me being annoyed because I've had a full week of having to deal with this. But scheduling, right? Scheduling is a major problem. Now, I'm going to be the first one. I put my hand up. Season 1 of FIPA, I had 1 week where I was awful to schedule with. I was absolutely woeful. But I openly apologized to my opponent on like a video. Guys can go back and check it out. I openly apologized and I said I thanked him so much for his patience. But I like this with our opponent this week, Greg Lair, as some other folks may know him by. It's absolute nonsense. Like, you cannot start like in the middle of the draft or towards the tail end of the draft say that your only time availability is 11 o'clock Irish time midweek. So your Monday to Friday is 11 o'clock Irish time onwards. That's it. No availability on weekends. So, I play 11 o'clock Irish time. That's 12 o'clock for other Europeans, by the way. Unless you're from Portugal, UK, or Ireland. That's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 1 a.m. Right? For Europeans. That's it. That's the only time. Midweek, that's it. I said, right, okay, if that's all I can do, that's all I can do. Schedule one day, he had to reschedule. Schedule the second day, had to reschedule because he wasn't prepared. On the third day of rescheduling now, I'm like, and it's on a day that he said he couldn't do at all. It's on a weekend. So I'm like, listen, dude, don't be so inflexible when you're looking to draft, right? If this is your behavior, guys, if you're one of these draft league players that has this behavior, right, please look yourself in the mirror, slap yourself across the face and get a grip, right? Respect other people's time, okay? Don't go into a league saying that I can only do this time. This is the only time frame I can do, right? Especially when there's Europeans. If there's Europeans in the league, just like, you just got to realize, you're going to bend over backwards 1 or 2 weeks. Has to be done. Don't come in and be like, that's the time. That's it. End of discussion. Bullshit. It's absolute horseshit. So, yeah, anyways, rant over, okay? Alright, I just want to say, because it's one of the big downfalls of the format is scheduling with your opponent and then people not respecting other people's time and taking the piss out of it a little bit. Like, honestly, the only reason why I didn't request the forfeit win when he asked to reschedule for the 3rd time is because I actually wanted a video for you guys. Like, I wanted to have a battle and a video for you guys. Otherwise, I would have been all over if this was like an off-screen league, I would have been like, dude, I want my forfeit win. It's one of the busiest times of the year in the Western world. Get a grip, I'm not bending over backwards just because this guy couldn't get a schedule together. Like, he's wasting my time, right? So, yeah, it's one of the big problems with the format. If you are not able to schedule it properly, don't play. Please, don't play. Go play something else, or play something that's a little bit more relaxed. If you're playing in FIPA, with being at such a high level of competitiveness, if you're playing at this level, right, get your shit together, right? Otherwise, go play in a social league where you don't have to commit as much. If you miss a week, it's not the end of the world. But at a high level, if you're playing at a high level, don't be like that. Anyways, rant over. Thanks. Sorry about that, guys. As I mentioned, my opponent, Greg Lair, his team, as you can see from me here now, consists of Zamazentra Crowned, Galarian Slowking, Dragonite, Thunderous Incarnate, Zarude, Swampert, Mesprit, Mega Glalie, Clefairy, and Sableye. He's got the big threat in Zamazentra Crowned. I'm not on the bandwagon of allowing Zamazenta. I'm very much on the bandwagon for Zamazenta. I don't think it should be allowed in draft leagues. I know a lot of people would throw the stats to say, look, this guy doesn't do well when you look at the stats across multiple leagues, to say he doesn't get the kills. His kill to death ratio is 50-50. It's not that great, but it's not all about kills to deaths, right? For me, Zamazenta forces so much prep on your opponent's team that it opens up doors for the rest of your opponent's Pokemon to do damage to you. So like Zamazenta could have a 50-50 kill ratio, but the fact that it forces so much prep, it will enable another Pokemon to kind of come in and do damage. We saw that in Season 1 when we played it off against Zamazenta. I had to come up with like some crazy strats to be able to just deal with it, but we also still lost because we had to put so much emphasis on the Zamazenta prep. And I think that's what really happens. I think it's one of those Pokemon where you're thinking, the stats aren't great, but the stats don't tell the full story. You need to actually dive in and look at how the Pokemon's being used and how the other Pokemon around it thrive. So that's the big threat. The Galarian Slowking we've used in CLTU, phenomenal Pokemon. That's going to be a bit of a hardship. I really want the Swampert. Pert for me was Pokemon I wanted on my team instead of Seismitoad, but so I kind of know how that's going to go. Thundurus, we've used that as well. Pretty good Misprit. Like, he's got a couple of nifty Pokemon, but for me, Zamazenta is the big threat, and we just got to be able to deal with that. But with that being said, let me show you my team. So first up, we're bringing Crimson Arm Mega Scizor this week, rocking out with Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Curse, and Roost as the set. I'll bring it quickly to the EVs. We're double checking every EV this week. But quickly on the EVs, I'm bringing enough Spadef so that a Life Orb, Thundurus, and Carnage can't really do too much to us, especially when we're cursing up. So that way, I'm able to just eat whatever hit the Thundurus and kind of wants to deal with us. Then the rest is put into Fizz Def, so we're able to kind of come in and take hits quite nicely. And then the speed, you're probably looking at 0 IV speed, negative speed nature. That's to ensure that I can get a slower U-turn off on the Swampert and keep initiative against Swampert. That way, if Swampert wants to flip turn on me, I don't U-turn and then Swampert flip turns, and then I lose momentum to my opponent. He's going to flip turn, then I'm going to U-turn. Hopefully, if he's not bothered to check his speed like that. So hopefully that works. The idea behind this curse set is that if you look at our opponent's team, outside of the Zamazenta, we are able to basically just like chip away at every single person, especially after a couple of curses. No one's going to be able to break through us. The Thundurus Incarnate won't be able to do too much with the Spadef investment we've gotten, and then between Bullet Punch, U-Turn, we were able to actually smack absolutely everything else on our opponent's team. And if we're able to get our curses up before Zamazenta comes in and howls, we're able to also 1v1 a Zamazenta quite nicely. But this is all predicated on us coming in and setting up one curse before Zamazenta comes in. Because otherwise Zamazenta with close combat will be able to break through us, and that is quite scary. Speaking of Zamazenta though, we are bringing Starlord, our Deoxys defense this week with Nightshade, Spikes, Ice Beam, and Recover as the moveset. I'm bringing enough Fizz Def to ensure that we are able to deal with the Zamazenta when it goes to +1 with Howl. And that's Jolly plus Howl, I should say. If it's Adamant, different story, but we can deal with it. Then after that, I'm just put 12 in speed so we don't get spec crept. 28, then the remaining V's in Spadef. The idea here is we kind of come in on the Zamazenta, I get the spikes off, we kind of just wear him down as much as we possibly can. Ice Beam is for the Dragonite, and then we have Recover and Nightshade just be able to kind of pluck at things. The Nightshade is very important, it prevents it allows us to break through Zamazenta's sub if it comes in. And then the constantly will give me, knocking off 100 HP off some Pokemon every time. And that's reliable chip, so I'll take that all day. Next up, we have Ponywear, our Keldeo coming this week. Choice Scarf, Hydro Pump, Aura Sphere, Icy Wind, and Flip Turns to moveset. EV wise, I brought enough speed to kind of speed creep Zaru, trying to creep Keldeo into being timid instead of modest. I think that's where his speed tier will end up being, so that's where we're going to target. Then the rest is put to HP and 252 special attack. That's the idea behind that. We'll go to Aura Sphere instead of Secret Sword because we want to hit on the special side with Zamazenta, because he's going to have the Dauntless Shield giving him the +1 defense boost. The Aura Sphere is going to be able to hit that on the special side and hit a little bit harder. And then after that, if you look at his team, Hydro Pump does a good number on him. He's going to have to rely on his Galarian Slowking quite a bit to be able to deal with that, and I'm happy enough with it. And with the Choice Scarf, it means we're always going to be outspeed a Dragon Dancing Dragonite, and I'll be able to ice with that, slow it down, and hopefully that will do the business for us. Speaking of the Galarian Slowking, I do need a Pokemon that can kind of come in on it, and that's going to be Seismitoad, rocking out Leftovers, Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Ice Punch is the moveset. Obviously, I want to be hitting on the physical side this week with Galarian Slowking knocking around. So we have the Ice Punch there for the Dragonite, Earthquake for the Galarian Slowking. Knockoff is just our, and the Earthquake's there for the Zamazenta. Knockoff, just our general utility move that's able to chip away stuff. Water Absorb to slow down the Swampert just a touch. And that's basically our Seismitoad. I do have to watch out for the Grass Knot on the Galarian Slowking, so we'll keep an eye on that. But ideally, we want to kind of come in here, spam Step Rocks, then just get knockoffs off on like the Zarude, stuff like that. Just keep chipping away at it, and hopefully that will do the business. Very quickly, EV wise, I just have a touch of speed to speed creep the Mesprit, the rest Speed F, so that we can deal with a modest Galarian Slowking. After that, we got Savagery, our Crawdaunt this week, rocking out with the leftovers, knockoff, substitute, Crabhammer, and X-Scissors, the move set. He has to have a switch in for this, right? He's going to have a dedicated switch in for this Pokemon, whether it be the Zarude, whether it be the Zamazenta, I don't know. But he's going to have a switch in for this because this thing breaks through his Galarian Slowking. So he needs to switch in for the Crawdaunt. And that's the reason why I'm electing to go with the substitute set. I want to be able to bring this thing in, click sub freely, and then once I'm behind the sub, he'll either bring the Zamazenta or he's going to bring the Zarude or something like that, and then I can click whatever move I feel like while breaking through him. So that's the reason behind that. Knockoff is there for the Galarian Slowking. Crabhammer is there for the Zamazenta Crown, so that we're able to ensure that he cannot set up a sub and beat and deal with that kind of nonsense. And then the X-Scissor is there for the Zarude, so we can the Zarude, so I can just break through that very easily. And lastly, I am bringing Zeraora, Raphael as Zeraora this week. Shout out to my front office for this. We are bringing an interesting Zeraora. I'm bringing a fast revenge killer because I think our team needs it. Especially after talking to my front office about, and it's going to be specially orientated because we have the Zamazenta with the +1 defense boost. Discharge, Volt Switch, Knockoff, and Grass Knot is the moveset. Discharge, obviously stab. Volt Switch give us a little bit of momentum. Grass Knot for the Swampert. Knockoff is just basic utility. Again, the speed, you can probably guess it's just outspeed everything else. Then 2v2 special attack and 120 in HP for us to give us a little bit of bulk. But that's the team, you guys. Let's get up into the battle. Alright guys, here we are in the battle. As you can see, our opponent has brought the Zamazenta, the Dragonite, the Swampert, the Galarian Slowking, the Thundurus, and the Mesprit. It's not too bad. The Zamazenta is obviously a big threat. Hopefully, I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. It's Christmas, so everyone's tired. I can't really be bitching about that as any excuse. But I'm looking at Zeraora. Zeraora will be able to chip away at this team towards the end game. So keeping Zeraora in the back long term is very, very good. That'll be very, very handy for us. He's got the... If I look at his team, if I'm able to get the Scizor set up early, that'll be fantastic. Outside of that, I can bring... You know, we shouldn't be too bad. I'm not too worried. Like, obviously, I'm worried about the Zamazenta, but if I'm able to deal with that, that's fine. Oh, that's rude. I am a believer that if you're going to use a timer, it should be the DS timer. But it's not exactly given on this. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. I already had my rant earlier on today in this video. I think he's going to leave the Swampert all day here. So I wouldn't mind leading with the Keldeo. I wouldn't mind leading with the Deoxys defense, but he could get Toxic off, and I'm not a big fan of that. I could lead with the Crawdaunt, where he does get a big hit off with that, but I can just click. I think, yeah, if he's leading with the Swampert, I'm going to lead with the Crawdaunt. That's what I'm going to do. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. He's probably going to go for the Focus Blast here. I'm going to go right out into the Seismitoad for this. If he goes for the Grass Knot, fair play. Goes for U-turn. Cool, cool, cool. This probably brings in like Mesprit or something like that. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Come on, T. Work your magic here for me, buddy. Work that T magic. Don't spill it on your hand or like an Irish and like completely drown yourself. That is not the way to work. But we'll see how we get on. He has to have something for this, like, you know. Probably goes down with the Swampert. I'm not running the Toxic here. Like, I just want rocks up and then just chip away at this. Chip away at his team. Just get rocks up and just click knockoff and shenanigans. Because for me, there is the Swampert. That's fine. Clicking knockoff's not the worst here because then this thing's just worn down and he's the only thing that's preventing me from Plasma Fist in his entire team. So kind of want to just click knockoff and then Stealth Rock. So I am just going to go for the knockoff. He wants his Toxic immediately. I just want that chip. Rindo Berry. Oh yes. Oh yes. Give me rocks, please. Give me my rocks, please, and thank you. In comes the Thunderous. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Do you want to stay in and go for the grass knot? That's fine. I don't really want to, because he might U-turn here. I'm no problem going to take an Ice Punch. With the grass knot. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with this thing going down. Because he's like, if he's choiced, oh, we could be very bold here. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're going to be. I think I can do this early. I can do this really early. I think we'll do this early and scare him. I think that's the plan. Because the Zero should be able to clean up here eventually. If he goes into Zamazenta now, after I curse, like it's. I have no problem with that. There's the U-turn, i.e. dead up for days. If you're not choice, that's okay. If you're not life orb, you're heavy duty boots. In you come. That's alright. Thank you very much. I kind of want to see what you got, so I'm going to go for another curse. I want to see what you got. What's your play? No, hold on. Do you go into the Glaring Soaking here? I think we U-turn. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn here, as he's going to go Howl. That's alright. We got a little bit of damage there. And I'm going to go out into my Deoxys Defense. That's okay. And I'm just going to get Layer Spikes off. Safeguard. Okay. Howl, Safeguard. You're going to have 2 moves. Close Combat and Behemoth Bash. So, like, wouldn't mind just kicking Spikes again. We might kick Nightshade. I think we will. Just to get a little bit of chip. See what he wants to do with the Galarian Slowking. He's going to have Howl. Okay, dude, fine. Give me another one. Give me another one of them. Yeah, I eat that. Thank you. Do I click for recover here? Yeah, I think we do click the recover here. I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. We go in on Keldeo, and I click the Aura Sphere, and we'll see what this Galarian Slowking wants to do. That's okay. That's okay by me. Give me that. Perfect. I'm all about that life. All about that life. I'm gonna go out into the Crawdaunt here. Let's see what he's got. Sludge Bomb. That's fine. And I can just go for a straight knockoff here. I'm not worried here because I've got like the hazards. So if he has the heavy duty boost of Dragonite, that's fine. I still have Keldeo here that's able to take it. But everything else after that, I have Zero that's able to clean up. Oh, I think we just go for the most beautifuls on knockoffs, or yeah, the knockoff should do the trick here. If he's wanting to sack the Zamazenta, that's what he does. But I've done what needed to be done here, so I'm not worried. I just need to punish here, really. Mace Break comes in, we just punish that. This Slowking, I'm not worried about this Slowking as much. He's Black Sludge. He will have Fire Blast, right? This thing will have Fire Blast, which is scary, but at the same time, I'm like, the Deoxys Defense did what it needed to do. It just needed to set up the Spike, wear this thing down. Like, this thing comes in, it's going to take... Yeah, we should be okay with going for the knockoff here. Should be. Now, we're fine because I can just bring this to Zora every time. This is Zora's Mega Vault, 8 hits for days. So it's all about who comes in here and eats this knockoff. That's the question. Now, I could go for a cheeky sub. He has elected to go for the Swampert here to eat this. I'm all about that. That's fine by me. That we did 39% there. I'm just going to go for that again. Cool. Let's go into... Ooh. Yeah. I think we flip turn. No, yeah, we flip turn. We flip turn. Worst case now we're going to Scizor. I am playing a little bit trashy today, but it is what it is. It is what it is. To be honest, it's like the worst time of year to be battling, but it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. I'm always doing one of these big losses though. He did elect to go for that. That's okay. I'm gonna go for the. I'm gonna go for the roost. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Who do you go into? Sunday. I'm alright about that. I am all okay with that. I will. You turn out. You're dead. The Swampert's dead on re-entry, right? So unless he goes for the defog here. I kind of want a U-turn, so I will. That's okay. I'm alright with that. Everyone loves bringing a taunt against me, but yeah, it is what it is. Right. If he goes down to the Swampert, I don't really care. I'm okay with just going for a Volt Switch. Or knockoff for that matter. Actually, I'd much prefer knockoff. That's fine. Down goes the Swampert. Thank you. And you come. I would love to click knockoff on you. So I think I will. Sack off. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just need to suss out what you want to do to me. That's okay. So that's all right. I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. So you may want to go for a slack off. So you're slower than me because you got the para. So I can U-turn here on a Fire Blast. It's okay. And we will do. If you click the Fire Blast, you're going to click it this turn. Flamethrower. Okay. Cool. We will go for the flip turn here. Chip away at you. See, his scary thing here, right, is that all it takes is for him not to eat the hit once, and he's in big trouble. Yeah, if he gets powered once while he's slacked off, then he's dead. Because my Volt Switch will, my discharge did 27%. I'm alright with that, thank you. I'm alright with that. Let me go out into my Scizor. And I'm going to click Curse. Okay. Now that won't do as much this next turn. So I'm just going to click the Roost. Thank you. Who do you go into? Sunday. I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. Let me click the Bullet Punch here. Yeah, dude, I could see that from a mile away. Let me click another BP. Ooh, close. Oh, that power is huge. That power is huge. Huge. But at least we get rid of the Sunday. Right, that leaves. Oh, that means the Slow King now is always going to outspeed the Scizor. That's the reason why that is huge. That is the reason why that is huge. I can click U-turn on you. And like I know you will do a bucket ton, but you're dead afterwards. And then we just have to see about what happens after that. Or I could Roost. I am going to just click U-turn. There's the Healing Wish. Okay, powered. Obviously that sucks. That brings in the Zamazenta, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. We are going to have to rely on Curse here. A shit ton. There's the Howl. It's okay. That's alright. That's okay. I have to get a little bit of chip on you. Give me that beat. Oh my god! Bit of a disaster there. Okay. Let's have a think. Are you silly enough to stay in here on me? You know he's going to switch this out, right? Because he knows this resets his stats and he's fine. And he can rip one then after that. So he's going to switch out. He's going to go into the slow bro because that can eat any hit. I should click flip turn, go into my zero and then I have to start spamming moves. So I think that is the... Oh my god, he actually read that. Okay. GG's. 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 GG's, bud. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. We will just kick the ore sphere here. Knock that thing out. We will not do enough here. Oh. Oh. I maybe, yeah, I'll have a look back at that. I'll have to have a look back on that. Oh. Anyways, GG to our opponent. Maybe we gave him too much at the start. I thought we had enough in our tank after setting up the hazards to rip him a new one, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. I want to watch it back and see what I did wrong, and yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to sit down. I want to get my hot whiskey and I want to relax. It's Christmas, so I think I'll sit down and review it later on. And we'll see where it goes. But yeah, anyways, GG to our opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And hope you guys are enjoying the festive season. And I'm going to wrap it up there today. Link to our opponent's draft league profiles in the description down below, as well as FIPA's. Go check them out. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time.